Good morning, students. So today, in today's class, we are going to see with the 6th lesson in your textbook. All right. The lesson name is The Warrior Who Brought Glory. All right. So in this lesson, you will be coming across an army person who has dedicated his life to serve the country. All right. So that is what we are going to see in this lesson. It's about a soldier who dedicated his life to save our country. So when I start the lesson, please have your textbook with you. Follow line by line. Understood? Okay. The warrior who brought glory. India has been the land of many rivers and legends, where people with different cultures, traditions and beliefs live together. This vast country with many different religions, languages has seen many wars and battle. It has a glorious past. Before the independence, we were ruled by the Britishers, correct? We Indians fought for our freedom. So at that point of time, there were so many freedom fighters who gave their life in order for us to get this life. We are happy now, we are free now, is because of the leaders who fought for all of us. Great writers, patriots and courageous men and women have worked for the country. One such courageous man is Sam Meenaksha, the great warrior. Okay, so in this lesson there are many freedom fighters who have been fought for our country's freedom. But in today's lesson we are going to see about this person called Sam Meenaksha, the great warrior. He is an army person. So we are going to read about him in this lesson. Sam Harbuzji Pramji Jamshedji Meenakshi. So this is his full name. Okay, or in short we call him Sam Meenaksha. Okay, as he is better known, so he is known as Sam Meenaksha. Was born in Amritsar on 3rd April 1914. So he was born in the year 3rd April 1914. Even as a child, he displayed his ambition to join the army. So from his childhood itself, he always wanted to join the army. He wanted to dedicate his life to the army. All right. Out from the Sherwood College in Nainital, after completing his 11th senior Cambridge, Meenaksha appeared for the army entrance examination in 1932. So what happened was he did his education in Sherwood College in Nainital. Nainital is located in the north. Alright, and then he completed his 11th in senior Cambridge. So immediately after that he appeared for his army entrance. To enter into the army he had to give an entrance test. So he entered into the army in the year 1932. Alright. There were 1,200 applicants along with him for 15 work vacancies. So for 15, there were only 15 available jobs. But how many people had applied for that job? 1,200 people. Okay. He was not sure if he could make it. Now he was not sure if he was going to get the job. Okay. However, he was successful. That means finally, however, no matter what happened, he got the job. In 1934, he passed out from the Indian Military Academy at Dehradun. So he joined the Indian entrance examination in 1932, and in 1934 he passed out from the Indian Military Academy in the place called Dehradun. Everything is in the north. Alright. Meenaksha took part in World War II. So this person, Meenaksha, was part of the World War II. He was defending Burma against the Japanese attack. So he was in support of Burma. Okay. History has recorded some of his memorable experiences. So all his memorable experiences have been recorded. So that is what we are going to see in this lesson. Okay. One day as he moved forward with his men against the Japanese army, he got shot by a Japanese soldier, which seriously wounded him. So once when he was moving with the Japanese, once when he was having the World War II fight, what happened was he was shot by the Japanese soldier and he was seriously wounded. That means he was hurt very, very badly. Major General David Cowan thought that Manekshaw would lose his life, and he immediately pinned his own military cross ribbon on Manekshaw, saying, A dead person cannot be awarded a military cross. So what happened was people thought that he was going to die, okay, because that's how badly he was wounded. And at that point of time, Major General David Cowan, okay, thought that Manekshaw would lose his life. They thought that he's going to die. And he immediately pinned his own military cross ribbon on the Meenaksha, saying, a dead person cannot be awarded a military cross. Okay, this is what the Governor General had informed them. The incident shows how Meenaksha had the unique distinction of having got honored for his bravery on his battlefront itself. So that means he is one of those soldiers who got awarded for his bravery at the battlefront itself, in the battleground itself. Okay. To everyone's surprise, Manekshaw soon recovered from his injury, not to rest but to take more active part in challenging battles and to shoulder responsible assignments. So after that, what happened was, once he got hit by the soldier, they thought that he's going to retire himself from the army. But that was not the case. He became much more stronger. Okay. In all these, Manekshaw was highly successful and victorious. After that, he became even more successful and even more victorious. Okay. Manekshaw was very cordial with his fellow soldiers. That means he was not very close to them, but he was in a cordial relationship. Nobody hated him, nor he hated anybody. He had a very cordial relationship with everyone. He was so warm and kind-hearted that the warriors in the Gurkha regiment would compose and sing songs in praise of his humanness. Okay, so what happened is, he was such a kind-hearted person. He was not only a soldier, but also he had a lot of humanitarian within him. So seeing the way he was, people in the Gurkha regiment would compose songs for him. They used to compose and sing songs for him. That is how his humanitarianism was. His superiors too had an appreciation for his service and sense of duty, devotion and commitment. So his seniors also knew how devoted he was to his job. He was always devoted and always committed to his job. He used to work very sincerely. General Sir Roy Bussher, the British Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army. So at that point of time, the British Commander-in-Chief was Sir Roy Bussher, described Manekshaw as the very best staff officer he ever had. So he described him as the best officer. Okay. In June 1969, he succeeded General Kumaramangalam as the 8th Chief of the Army Staff. Okay, so after this person, he became the 8th Chief. Chief is the main position in the army, the head of the entire army crew. Alright. As a commander, he served the nation with dedication, and within 2 years of his promotion to this highest rank, he had to lead the Indian Army to confront the designs of the neighboring Pakistan in 1971. So listen to this paragraph, the sentence carefully. As a commander, he served the nation with dedication. Okay, so as a commander-in-chief, he served the nation with complete dedication. Okay, and within 2 years of time, he got his promotion, which is very rare. Okay, so in just 2 years of time, he got his promotion. That means he got into a higher rank. To this highest rank, he had to lead the Indian Army to confront the designs of the neighboring Pakistan in 1971. So he had to lead the Indian Army to conspire on Pakistan in the year 1971. The entire nation stood united to salute its illustrious and brave children. In recognition of his services to the nation, he was conferred with a lot of titles, honors, and was awarded many medals. So in order for his service, the services that he did, he was given a lot of honors, that means titles, and awarded many medals, okay, to praise his duty, congratulate his work given for the government and for the army. These include, some of the titles include Padma Vibhushan in 1972 and the title Field Marshal in 1973. These were the titles, these are one of the titles, okay. Retiring from service in 1973, Manekshaw settled in Kunnur in Nilgiris. So after he got retired from his army, where did he settle down? He settled in Kunnur in Nilgiris, which is in Ooty, Tamil Nadu district. Alright. His contribution to the nation continued till his death in June 2008 at the military hospital in Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu. So till he died, he always contributed to the country. Okay, he always did something or the other which helps the army. And in which year did he die? He died in June 2008 at the military hospital in Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu. So he died in Nilgiris, which is located in Tamil Nadu district. A man known, you all can see the pictures in your textbook. These are some of the pictures of him. Alright. A man known for his distinguished services, untiring selfless struggle. He felt that there should be no reason to stop working until one has to. So he's saying that he was so dedicated to his service. He always used to struggle a lot for the country. He also said that no, there should be no reason for you to stop working until and unless you have one. Till then, you always have to work. You need to continuously work. Okay. Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw is a war hero. He's also called as a war hero, the one who's like the main person in having a war. Alright. It is certain that he will dwell in the hearts of millions of Indians because he made the nation proud by his dedicated services. So they're saying that definitely the Indians, especially during the freedom struggle, they'll be proud of him because he dedicated his entire life for the country. He was part of the World War II, he was part of the independence, and he was always part of the army for some growth or the other. So this is about your lesson. Alright children. So I will be sending the notes of this lesson in your WhatsApp group. Please watch the video, understand the lesson and then complete the notes. I will be sending you all the written notes. Alright. Thank you.